Hey guys, Mike Builds, welcome back to the channel. Today we have another server rack battery to review and test. The box looks pretty beat up, so hopefully the battery itself is not damaged. Let's get this thing cracked open. Got some loose items here, but everything looks intact. Oh, that looks nice. Today we're going to be taking a look at Eco-Worthy's Cubix 100 Pro 48 volt 100 amp hour lithium iron phosphate server rack battery. Now in a previous video we actually tested the Cubix 100 standard battery. I have it right here sitting on the table as well, and this battery did really good. Did good in all the performance testing. Build quality of the battery looked amazing, and overall I think for the money it's probably one of the better batteries you can buy. But the biggest pro for me when it comes to these batteries is the 10-year warranty. So this battery is very similar in specs to the standard Cubix 100. It costs less than $100 more. At the time of this video, this battery goes for $919. Obviously, they're always having sales, so it's always good to kind of check on the price. And you get a couple of small little upgrades for that less than $100 price difference. The biggest one that's very obvious is this nice 4.3-inch screen. And that's something I mentioned when we reviewed the Cubix 100 battery, is the fact that I wanted it to have a screen, so now we have one with a screen. You also get a built-in fire suppressor, and the cells that they're using in this battery are actually rated to be charged at below freezing. So they claim that you can charge this thing down to -4°F, which is absolutely insane, especially if you're in a region of the country where you're actually going to experience those kind of cold weathers and you have to take that into consideration with a battery bank. That may be a really big upside. But just like their standard battery, this is also rated at 100 amps continuous charge and discharge. Uses grade A lithium iron phosphate cells. They rate it to 6,000 charge and discharge cycles. It has CAN and RS-45 communication, so you can communicate with a ton of different inverters on the market. You can also parallel up to 32 of these units together. And this newer unit is actually compatible with their standard Cubix battery as well as their V3 standard server rack battery. So if you have any of those other server rack batteries, you can still add this in parallel with those batteries and they're all going to be able to communicate and talk to each other. We have the same style terminals, nice and beefy, tons of contact area for nice size terminals. All of our communication ports, you have tons of options down there as well with RS-45 and CAN, and RS-232. We have a RSD port for rapid shutdown if you have a system that's able to make use of that. These are your dip switches to set communication protocol between all the batteries. We have some status LEDs right here for the BMS, so you get a state of charge status, a run LED, alarm, an LED letting you know it's on or off. Main power switch is right here. We also have a main breaker right here, and this is a shunt style breaker as well, which is supposed to add a little bit more safety. If you flip this guy like that, go ahead and push the power button. There we go, we get our nice LCD screen. Screen looks really nice, very easy to read. We have 30% state of charge. Gives us our remaining amp hours, temperatures, status, power, and watts, voltage, current. We also have a couple options down here. So this button right here lets you see the other statuses of your other batteries. So if we click here, it shows we only have one because we don't have any in parallel. Here's where we're gonna set our communication protocol. So it comes out of the box, sets a pylon. You can use these arrows right here to go through the different menus and pick whatever one is compatible with your system or your inverter. Here's a settings menu. So it looks like we can put it to sleep. And there also appears to be a login screen. I don't know what the login would be, so if I do figure this out in this video, I'm gonna show you guys what that does as well. But overall, very nice looking package, just like the other Cubix 100. Now, as far as accessories that you get with the battery, we get our little side handles here, which I do appreciate because this makes moving the battery around a lot easier. Bag of hardware. This also has our M8 terminal bolts, as well as the little screws you need to attach the handles. Parallel cables, pre-made. These are very nice. So if you have a server rack cabinet and you're gonna install this in a server rack, you can literally get it all connected and ready to go the same day you get it. It also has a short communication cable, same thing, so you can get your communication up and running. 2 sets of battery terminal covers, a ground wire, as well as our user manual. The user manual is gonna talk about all the different settings, kind of like we just went over, and I'd highly recommend you guys read through this, or at least skim through it, just to kind of get an idea what this thing is actually capable of. Now, as far as dimensions, about 20 and 5/8 inches long, 17 and 1/8 inch wide, and about 6 and 1/8 inches tall. With the Cubix 100 Pro next to the standard Cubix 100, they're pretty much the same exact dimensions. The only thing that's really different is the Cubix 100 Pro is slightly taller. These batteries roughly weigh about 100 pounds, so they are very heavy. Be careful moving them around. So you can kind of see the little height difference that we get. These things are very nice batteries. Eco-Worthy did an amazing job when they made these. I'm gonna go ahead and take the covers off both of these batteries so we can compare them side by side and see exactly how the build quality is the same and also how it differs. The first thing we notice is we have this protective plastic sheet on this battery. We do not have it on this one. It looks like they're just using little plastic rivets to hold that down to these bars right here. What's interesting as well is there's like a molded plastic sheet that goes underneath all of our bus bars that make the series connections. So you can see we have this plastic molded sheet right here. This one does not have it. Also, the way the balance wires are attached, they're actually spot welded to the bus bars directly. This battery, they're bolted. The BMS layout looks pretty much the same. It's in the same kind of area of the battery right here. So this is on the non-pro battery. All looks really good. This thing is definitely more of a step up than I thought it was gonna be. I really thought it was gonna be exactly like the non-pro version, but they definitely added some extra touches, and it does make the build quality look just a little bit better, but overall still very well built. All the same sheathing that they put on the other battery, so all the wires are gonna be nicely protected. There's also a case within a case. You have your outer steel case, and it's all gusseted on the inside, and then you have a separate case on the inside of the battery that's gonna compress all the cells. And then we also have these struts here at the top to provide even more reinforcement. So this thing is very solid. And we saw a similar construction design on the standard Cubix 100. I'm just gonna call this the standard, and I'm just gonna call this the Pro from now on. So yeah, they're very similar. There are some small differences, but overall they're both built very well. Both of these batteries would be excellent choices. It's really nice that you get a little bit of a build quality upgrade though, and you don't even have to spend less than $100, so that's pretty neat. If you're wondering where the fire suppressors are in this battery, they're actually on the cover right here. So there they are. You get 2 of them. And these are the probes that are gonna sense any high temperatures. So anything hot that it's gonna feel, it's gonna set these guys off, and it's gonna spray toward, it looks like the front of the battery where the BMS and all the wires are. Eco-Worthy did a very good job, especially for a budget battery. Now, while we have this thing charging, we can go ahead and open up the app and take a look at that. Initially, this is what you're gonna be greeted to. We need to add the battery, add device. The MAC address is gonna be on the side of the battery. That's what you're going to reference in order for the app to find the battery. There it is right there. There we go, we're showing 17.9 amps, 30% state of charge. There is a firmware update available, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and run that. If you guys watch my other Eco-Worthy server rack battery video, we also had to do the firmware upgrade on that as well when we first got it. There we go, the update finished up. It was pretty quick. You can also change the communication protocol in the app as well. It gives you pretty much everything that you'd want to know. If you had multiple packs connected together, it would show those here as well. We can see all the individual cell voltages. We have a 0.004 cell difference, which is pretty amazing. These cells are matched very well. And that was also the case with the other Eco-Worthy battery. 4 temperature sensors, you get all that. Notifications, if you had any overloads or anything like that, it would tell you there. Definitely a big fan of the Eco-Worthy app. It's probably one of the better ones that I've tried as far as Bluetooth BMS apps. I went ahead and did a capacity test on this battery, and we were able to get 105.04 amp hours. We got 5 more amp hours than the rating. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the max power test on our Cubix 100 Pro battery. I have it connected to the EG4 12000 XP. That's gonna provide power to my EG4 chargeverter that's connected to the rest of my system. The chargeverter is capable of pulling 5,000 watts, so it should be able to max this battery out no problem. I put nice 2/0 gauge cables going to the inverter. 1450 plug to an adapter to the chargeverter, so we're ready to go. Now, before I power everything up, I'm actually gonna connect the communication cable from the inverter to the battery so we can see if the comms works. So we're gonna do CAN. I already have the inverter set to lithium mode 2, so all we have to do is set this to pylon and it should work perfectly. And that's it. It's already set to pylon out of the box, so we're good to go. And if you guys look, we are getting communication. We have 100% state of charge. And if we go to our EG4 monitoring page, we can see we have state of charge displayed, some BMS charge and discharge limits. These sometimes aren't correct. It says 83 amp max, but we are getting communication, so that's really cool that that all works. So you could potentially build an entire server rack using these batteries connected to your EG4 inverter if that's what you're using, and they're gonna work perfectly together. Everything's on. I'm gonna turn the load output on. And there we go, we're at 102 amps. So we are going a little over the rating. Well, I'm gonna let this thing run. Probably run it down to about 50%, just make sure it doesn't cut out or do anything weird. But I got the battery down to 54%. Has not missed a beat, it's been supplying power this entire time, never cut out or overheated or anything like that. Well, now I see why there's so much hype around the Eco-Worthy server rack batteries. This thing did amazing. The build quality was amazing. The price is very fair and very good. Lots of cool features. It's kind of hard to beat, especially for the price. Now, if you want to compare this versus the standard Cubix 100, for less than $100 more, you get the screen and a couple other small features. But if you don't need the screen or any of that other stuff, you can just go with the standard battery. Now, I will say this capacity tested better than my standard Cubix 100. Not sure why, everything else about the batteries looked very similar, but for a company that used to be like a budget branded or budget battery company, this thing really is built extremely well. Eco-Worthy's been around now for a pretty long time, and it's good to see that they're stepping up and really providing some solid products. And it's also crazy that this has a 10-year warranty. You used to have to spend over $1,000 on a server rack battery to get anything close to that for a warranty. So let me know what you guys think about the Cubix 100 Pro. Are you using this battery in your setup? Do you have some eco-worthy batteries? Please share your experiences in the comments. As always, I'm gonna be there answering as many as I can. Thank y'all for watching till the end. I appreciate it very much, and I will see y'all in the next video.